I don't know about you guys, but something's going on here because Microsoft's making some power moves. What is going on, fellow board members? Welcome to the boardroom. I am Ords, and today we are taking a look at an article from GeekWired.com. GameStop and Microsoft team up to sell Xbox All Access at more than 5,000 GameStop retail locations. So, if you guys haven't been keeping up with what's going on with GameStop, they've pretty much been on a downward spiral for quite some time. There's some really great YouTubers out there who cover the stuff going on with GameStop. Maybe I'll try to put some links in the pinned comment down below, so make sure you guys check for the pinned comment. But anyway, so with Xbox or Microsoft buying Bethesda, they now make another power move here by purchasing GameStop, or at least getting in league with GameStop. And at the last minute comes in and saves the day for GameStop, because we all know how bad GameStop's doing when it comes to sales and their kind of shady practices and all that stuff. And especially with the whole launch of these new systems and how pretty much a lot of people who tried to go to GameStop to reserve these new consoles that are coming out didn't get a reservation for the simple fact that the people who work at the GameStop reserved all that they could, and maybe were left with one at a store, or maybe all of them got reserved by the employees at the GameStop, which is awful. I really hate that GameStop allows this to happen. So hopefully with this, that'll actually change as well, because there's a lot going to be changing here with the GameStop format, I think, to try to keep them new and relevant. You GameStop, you better be thanking Microsoft for picking your ass up. GameStop announced today a multi-year strategic partnership agreement with Microsoft. Under the terms of the deal, GameStop is now an authorized dealer for the Xbox All Access program, which provides an Xbox console and a 24-month pass for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for no cost up front. Interesting, no cost up front. So what they're saying here is they're providing an Xbox console and a 24-month pass to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which I think includes the big, you get the free games and stuff with it too. Which I have the Game Pass. I love the Game Pass. Even if I had just a PC, I think it's worth it just for the games that you get with it. But yeah, that's my own personal opinion. So for no cost up front, you're going to be able to essentially finance an Xbox console. This is kind of surprised this was something that they didn't do before. Maybe a good business move on their part, but it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. They really want to get Xboxes in people's hands, clearly. If they're talking about giving you a console up front with literally no cost, I might go get that Xbox One X that I wanted to pick up. The agreement further involves what GameStop refers to as a transformation, where its individual stores will upgrade to take advantage of Microsoft's suite of business applications and portable devices. So this is interesting. You see when you go to like a cell phone store, you see they got the pads, how can I help you, let me take your name, that sort of thing. I hope it doesn't turn into something like that where like, oh, you have to sit and wait till they call your name, and now what do you need? Like, to me, that's ridiculous. GameStop's a store I like to come in and shop. I don't like to, be told where I should go. I want to be able to browse. That's part of the experience, I think. So hopefully it doesn't turn into something sterile like a cell phone store. Now, when you walk into a GameStop store, the sales associates will be equipped with Surface tablets for searching purposes, working with Microsoft Teams, and running the back end of Microsoft's cloud-based Dynamics 365 suite of applications. In fact, by the terms of the deal as written in GameStop's press release, it looks like a partnership and more like a Microsoft is sponsoring GameStop as one would a softball team. Okay, so they haven't purchased them, but Microsoft is saving them. Let's be honest here. This is nothing but a desperate save move for GameStop. It does make me wonder who brought this up first. Maybe GameStop reached out to Microsoft, or Microsoft reached out to GameStop. Not at 100% sure, but I would have loved to have been in the meeting to hear exactly what happened when this decision was made. So I just want to touch base on what I think what was so great about the original GameStop. Like when you would go in to reserve a game from GameStop, if you pre-ordered that game, you would probably get something physical, whether it be a poster or some kind of physical code, or maybe like a code to get a soundtrack for the game or something along those lines. And now it's just you get in-game downloadable content, which I guess is okay. You get a weapon here, whatever. But it's nothing that anybody probably couldn't purchase on any kind of marketplace for the game. I really would like to see GameStop bring back more of that physical media. I love that stuff. Who doesn't like to collect? And I know some people think it's junk, but at the end, people like that sort of thing. Like, if I get a free poster for pre-ordering a game, I'm more likely going to do that because then I have something cool that I can look back at and look on the wall and say, hey, that's really cool. I appreciate that. Remember that? I went to that, launch of that game. It was so cool. And the midnight launches used to be great, man. GameStop was such a great place to enjoy gaming, especially in the early days of the Xbox 360. I mean, we're talking Call of Duty midnight releases. I mean, it was just so fun, and I feel like we're missing out on that now. I feel like it's changed in a way that isn't quite like that. News of the deal caused GameStop shares to jump 21%, which is enough to qualify this as the first good news that GameStop has received in quite some time. While GameStop is still the single largest video game retailer in the world with more than 5,000 retail stores worldwide, it was seen as being on a downward spiral even before the start of COVID-19 pandemic. Like I was saying, man, they weren't good. It was a downward spiral. And it is good to see. I love GameStop, even with their crappy practices and the way they treat their employees. If they just did that better, paid them decently, gave them enough hours, they would have more of this. I mean, 21% is quite a big deal. And GameStop's excited to grasp more breath and hang on for a little bit longer. Don't do anything bad with this opportunity. Do everything good with this opportunity, GameStop. Let's also keep in mind, guys, that here in the next generation or so, we're going to be dealing with more digital content. It's becoming easier, faster to download the digital stuff. Now, as a person who loves physical media, I have downloaded some of my games, and it's very convenient, those games that I've downloaded, and that's why I did that instead of actually purchasing a physical copy. I download it when it comes to convenience. However, if it's something that I really want, I will buy the physical media of it if I can help it. The ninth console generation will still offer physical media, however, which has thrown GameStop a lifeline. Some industry analysts have pointed to the moment where all digital consoles are the standard, rather than an option as the moment where GameStop finally shuts down. Now, I don't necessarily think that is. I think they're going to do everything they can to try to retool. That's part of business. You have to evolve with the times. I personally don't want to see an all-digital world where I have to download all my games digitally, but it does seem like it is going that way, unfortunately. With the imminent sales from the new consoles going on sale in November, the ensuing 2020 holiday season, and the business recognition courtesy of Microsoft, GameStop may be able to survive for at least a little while longer. Like I was saying, guys, I feel like this isn't going to save them completely unless they really learn to evolve with the market. But this is definitely a Band-Aid on the sore. So we'll see what the future holds for GameStop. They have managed to keep their head above water a little bit longer, thanks to Microsoft. And Microsoft, what are you doing? There is something going on behind the scenes here with you purchasing Bethesda and now sticking your neck out for GameStop. Very curious to what you have going on. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, what you think Microsoft has going on behind the scenes, what they're setting up for. I have my own ideas, but I'd love to hear from you guys, so make sure you leave a comment down below. Anyway, everybody, that is the article, and that is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button down below. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications, and as always, make sure you hit that subscription button. It always helps. So we have Microsoft buying up all these crazy things and sticking their money where GameStop is failing, and it's crazy. Microsoft has a lot going on. Very interested to see what the future holds for Microsoft, and you guys can stay tuned to the channel to hear more of this news in the future. Thank you so much for watching, all you guys. I love you. We will catch you on the other side. Peace.